Hey everyone, Dr. Crank here at Waco Animal Hospital, and today we're going to be talking about how often your dog should be getting vaccines.
All right, Dr. Crank, when does my puppy or dog need to be vaccinated?
So as far as a puppy goes, we usually will start puppy vaccines around 6 to 8 weeks old, and then they're going to be getting vaccines about every 3 weeks until they've had 4 total. And then as far as dogs go, usually their first set of vaccines is going to be about a year after they've gotten their last set of their puppy boosters. So about a year and 4 months old or so is whenever we anticipate that. And then from there, it's usually every 1 to 3 years based on what vaccines that your dog is getting.
So, can there be any variations in the puppy and dog vaccine schedules?
So there definitely can. It is something that, like I said, the puppies are going to be getting that every 3 weeks, and then they are good for a year after that last booster. And then dogs sometimes will be able to go every 3 years, depending upon the types of vaccines that they need. Some of them do last a little bit longer, we have come to find. But as far as your puppies go, you need to make sure you're doing that every 3-week type of a thing.
Is it safe to get multiple dog vaccines at the same time?
So it certainly can be, especially if your dog has never had any problems with vaccines before. So we do always like to make sure that your dog has overall tolerated vaccines well in the past. But as far as things go, especially if your dog's fairly good size, normally we don't see any problems with giving multiple vaccines. But we certainly don't like to overdo it either. So if your dog's really small or has had a problem with vaccines in the past, we will tend to split those up.
So, what is titer testing?
So titers are going to be something that for dogs that overall their owner does not wish to have them vaccinated, or if they have had an adverse reaction to a vaccine before, the owner may choose to do that instead of kind of relying on our medications that we give them beforehand to do their job. Sometimes we don't want to trust that, and so it is something that titers can be overall a way that we can test your dog's blood and determine if they actually are having a good immune response still with that vaccine that we had previously given them, or if the levels are a little too low and they need to get a booster.
So, does my puppy need to restart boosters if they miss a vaccination?
So it depends on where they are in the schedule. It is definitely something that we will recommend for them to get a booster vaccine 3 weeks later, especially if it's a leptospirosis vaccine and they've only had it the one time. If they have missed it, if it's been over that 3-week or 4-week mark, it's certainly going to be most ideal to give them an additional booster 3 weeks afterward.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.